Hello everyone, this is Setup Development Environment Assignment Overview. So what do you need to do? If you have created and submitted this file before the update on the Lab Assignment 1, please go to Lab Assignment 1 and download the new version. So when you download it, it opens in doc, in Word, because it's a doc file, and you scroll down, you copy this code. Copy, and then you actually start a clean file. And before you do that, maybe it's a good idea to remove the old database. So delete, class database, and don't forget to close the existing connections in case you have any. Now it's deleted. Let's refresh and double check. Well, we already see it's deleted. New query, paste, and this is our script to create this database. To make sure it's the current version, find create database class database, go use class database should be immediately after, and it should be uncommented like it is right here. So that means you have the right version, and you can run it and rerun it. It should be rerunning, no problem. So now, as soon as you refresh, you should see the class database. Out of curiosity, you can check that there is one table in there. There we go. Okay, now going back to the assignment itself, we don't need this. Let's see, what should we do? Now insert more records. I'll insert one record into the original database. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Into the original database script, creation script, and I talked about it in the previous video. You should be able to find the create table statement that you will need later, and you should be able to find an insert statement. So we are inserting in this table. So notice insert into class list. So that is an existing table, and I will copy this and just change values to Vlad, why not, and update the number. This is like an ID number, a student number, so it should be different. And here is my new record in the database. So I did the first thing that I needed to do. And now for the second thing, I need to create a new database. So table called courses. I'll just copy paste this to remember the names of the columns, and I will create it after the insert statements for the other table. And to make sure it is comment, double dash, and I will be creating statements. So this is doing a creation statement. So create table. I'm gonna call it courses. In parentheses, there should be course ID, course name. So course ID, comma, course name. And if you really insist on column names to consist of 2 words, you can do that by brackets, like this, course name. I will not create the third one. You need to include the data types to it. So course ID will be, say, integer. It's up to you. Course name will be var car 100 just because, and I think that's all we need. Oops, I have a spelling error. Create table. And just to be safe, to execute a bunch of statements, you can say go, and although it's not necessary. So let's see how it works. So there is no error messages. You can double check that, but typically if you have output from later statements, then there is no error messages. And you can refresh, see that there is another table here. So DPO courses was created, and it's a new table. Basically, you could create it by copy-pasting and modifying this code. If you would like to add values to this table, you might want to make sure, like later, but that is not necessary. You might want to make sure that there is a goal statement in here. But it should work without it. So let's rerun again. And I guess this is it for the overview. I think I did everything that... Oh, yeah, I finished the first activity and then the second activity. So if you go to either of these links, either click here or the link over here, you're going to get to Morich books and do download either .exe file for Windows, which will install, or just zip and unzip. And this zip, or after installation, you will get to a folder like Morich something something. I have slightly different address here because I'm an instructor, but you should be getting to the databases. Even if you right click, it might not open right away with what you want, but here it is as SMS. So this is another database. And when you are running it, there may be an error. Actually, I don't currently have this error, so I may reproduce it in another video. So let's run this. Make sure you don't highlight, because if you highlight, only the highlighted part will run. Alright, so let's see if I actually get this error. No, I don't get that error. Okay, so this way you can create all the tables that you need by loading them from this path, and if you want, you can just copy the path, and alternatively, you can open File, and that way it will always open from this path until you change that. Okay. So if you open, I think I may have had done it before, but you can always enter the path that you want in this way. Okay. So I think that's it for this video.